that was so quickly, wasn't it? Oh, hello, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hi, friends. It's Monday. It's February 17th. I'm putting the date for myself because I forget what's happening. I don't know what's going on most of the time. It has been quite the weekend. We had a lot of snow, and I grew up in Winnipeg with tons of snow, but everything is better equipped there for all the snow. And also, I wasn't as old as I am now. And so, when I tried to shovel the driveway repeatedly, my body doth protest. So, it has been fun, and I look ragged as a result, but that's fine. I'm here. Hello, I'm so happy to see you here with me. Welcome, everyone in the chat. Um, I hope you're all doing really well. Um, I owe I owe catch up messages to some of you. I will get on it. Don't you worry, I haven't forgotten you. I am just not a very good functional adult. That's all. No big deal. Okay, today we are doing some pen stuff. Now, specifically, this pen, the Pelikan Jazz, this was a gift when I went to visit Blesket. And Blesket is a brick and mortar store in Brampton, near to where I live. And they also have an online shop. I am going to just paste it in the chat. So this is, there we go. We got that. And just so sweet. And I have never used the Jazz fountain pen. I have a ballpoint from like the first Pelikan hubs way back when, and I've got the fountain pen. And so I thought what we would do, we would check it out, we'll play with it a bit, and then we will give it away at the end. I still haven't decided how I want to do the giveaway. I generally really hate doing giveaways because I'm lazy. And having to figure out how to run it and the criteria and all that, I don't know. So maybe we can crowdsource some ideas and just do something simple. Even if it is just that it's on the honor system and everybody goes over to the Blesket Instagram account and like gives them a follow and leaves them a comment on one of their photos or something. We can figure it out. The whole idea is this isn't about this. The pen is not about me. It's just about getting eyes on more local businesses, especially in Canada here. And so you don't have to be in Canada to win. I will send it to wherever Canada Post will ship. And there are a few restrictions, but for the most part, I think everyone here is going to be good. So we'll do the details after. That's just what we're doing. Cute box. This is 20 Canadian dollars, which is like $4 American. So it's dirt cheap. We all know how I feel about packaging, so I'm pleased that it's not excessive. But it's a cute box if you're giving it as a gift. Ooh, yeah. I forgot that the inner box is like a pearly white, which matches the actual pen. And then the pen would just sit in the box. I have not inked it yet because I wanted this to be an experience of something like you give this pen to someone as their first fountain pen, or you get it for the first time and you want to try it out. So I haven't done any of the checking of it. There's no tweaking. Nothing has been done to it. So let's just take a look. So it is a snap cap. It is metal. I like the snap cap. It's good. I agree. Sometimes the dirty cheap pens are the pens that I end up using the most. This one comes with a standard international long cartridge. It is long. It looks a little funny when you think about how little the shorts are. Super easy to ink, so let's ink it. We're going to pop it into the back of the section. It wasn't the most satisfying one. You know, sometimes it's like a nice... This one was just kind of a slow squish, I think. Okay, so there are a couple ways we can do this. We could do this the normal way where we just La-di-da, we wait, we are slow. Or we can like whip it. There we go. It's ready. The feed is ready. This has a medium nib. We're just doing the things. This is what I would do if I inked up a new pen. So we're just doing the things. I'm gonna roll up the sleeve of my sweater because I paid good money for this sweater. It's just that I don't want to stain it, shockingly. Even though this is washable blue. Okay, let me see how we're doing in the chat. How are we doing? There is so much activity. Thank you. I generally do not do my nails, but lately I have just decided I'm going to start doing it. Am I good at it? No. Do I care? No. I don't. It also covers up the ink that gets under my nails when I make a mess. And so I like that it's hidden. The color is Essie, cute as a button. And if I may say so, we all are cute as buttons. So I'm very pleased with it. Okay, let me see. Let's do some writing. If I recall correctly, last time I was serenading you, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was not thinking. Okay, let's get this going. Let's see what somebody might do. That is really hard to see because of my blinding light. Let me fix that for you. Blinding lights. And then I will zoom us in. Is that too close? That feels a little close. I feel a little uncomfortable with how close that is. Let's make it just a little less close. Okay. So we have the Pelikan Jazz. This is specifically the K36 Pearl. Whatever that means. Actually, it might mean something. The pearl makes sense. There was a number on the threads, but the number is 24D. Interesting, Pelikan. Get your minds out of the gutter. It's a 24D. That's not even realistic. That's like Barbie. Okay. Pelikan Jazz. Okay. Okay, it's definitely a fine-ish medium. I can't tell. Yeah, it feels like a really fine medium. Okay, so K36 Pearl. But the tag says 24D. So, Pearl. Okay. I'm enjoying your chat that's going on in here. So you guys keep chatting and keep me entertained while I ramble. Okay, so this is a medium nib. Excellent question. What notebook am I using? I don't know. I don't know because... Oh, it's Clairefontaine. I don't know because it was a gift. Designed by Kengo Takada? And... Huh, it's Clairefontaine. That explains why it's very nice and fountain pen friendly. Good question. So we have the Pelikan. This will be the 4001 washable blue, so just their royal blue, I guess. Okay, so I'm just changing it up a little, like I'm playing around with it. Like to me it looks blurry, but it shouldn't be. It is quite fine. It's interesting. This is not the nib I would ever pick. So it's always interesting for me when I'm assessing a new pen with a nib that I'd never pick. Like, how would I use this? Or how could somebody use this? How can I relate to someone that may use this? Let's post it for a little bit. Let's do some posting. So we have... Okay, we've got a pen gift from Blesket. Posted, it is... I don't like the balance posted, but if you're somebody who must post, it posts snugly. Like, it's a nice, satisfying friction, and it has an inner sleeve, so it's not going to scratch your body. section's kind of got a little pinch to it. You can see the pinch. It's not slippery. It feels like it would pick up grease and hold it, though. So I could see it becoming slippery. But the pen is not very heavy, so I don't really think that's going to be an issue. And the proportions like fit into the web of your hand, so I think functionally I wouldn't worry too much about the section. And I mean, it's $20, which is not nothing, but it's 20 Canadian dollars, which is pretty much nothing. So 20 Canadian dollars. Now, what I wanted to do was just play with this pen and ramble and do some inky messes. I have pulled out a couple of other pens to play with. And then, yeah, we could do the giveaway at the end. It's about, usually I stream for about an hour. It's not that bad. You just have to listen to me for an hour. It could be worse. I could be singing to you for an hour, which actually might end up happening anyway. Oh, I don't post my pens, but, you know, people like to know. Some people do post. Okay, let me see here. So, a medium nib. They say medium. I really feel like this is a dry medium or a fine. Like, it feels more like a fine. So, I'm going to just do some normal writing. Hello, Jello. And it is a steel nib. It's $20. In terms of any give or yield to it, it's pretty firm. You can squeeze out a bit of variation, but it's pretty firm. So if you really needed to, you could, but I mean, it's not going to do much for you. Hello, Jello. The tipping shape, I gotta look at this. This might sound insane, and that just might be because I have touched a lot of nibs and looked intimately at their tips a lot. This particular one, so here we have the breather hole and the slit. And I mean, when I think of a fine, medium, broad, round point, which most of our pens are, I think of like a round point. And then I think this surface that contacts the page will give you a medium line. Looking at this, what it looks like to me is you have this, and then it's like it narrows. So it almost feels like when they were tuning it or something, they almost ground off the medium. And so like the surface that it contacts is so small. I'm like, this is not a medium. But it's fine. I'm being very critical because I'm just playing with it. I could be insane though. Everyone should sing. Yes, but everyone who can sing should sing. Everyone else should not sing. Strings and Petals, I missed you guys in LA and I'm so jealous. And I tried to not look because I was really sad about it. So, yeah. It is a little blurry, isn't it? I don't understand why. Maybe it's just, like it should not be because the camera is clean. Let's see. Is that any better? Or am I insane? Here, let me move it up a little bit. Maybe it's because we do inky messes and we don't usually look in such intimate detail. I'm not sure. Or let me try raising my light. Maybe that will help. It probably won't. It'll probably make it worse. I can see, though. I can see that, like, okay. Anyway. Is there an ink smudge on the lens? There is not. Because I can see it quite well. But let me just give her a little rub. That sounds really wrong. Okay. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. And then I just moved it. This is just going to be a disastrous stream, isn't it? No, now she wants to go away. This sounds... Okay, Tiny Bot, come on, let's move back over here. I'm going to have to take this and play. Oh, wait, there we go. Is that any better? No, it's not. It's not any better. It's fine. We're gonna just have to manage because we're gonna move to inky messes soon. So I'm not gonna complain. If I were buying this as a gift for someone, I think it'd be decent. Ooh, it is having a hard time staying in focus. Thank you. My keyboard is a Keychron with unicorn caps, and I think I have Gatoron red switches. Quite possibly. Gatorade red. Silent reds. They're not silent. Gatorade reds. I am enjoying... Okay, now that the flow is picking up and we've kind of written with it a bit, I'm enjoying it more. Okay, so hello. Let's just do a quick writing. No. Let's move to an inky mess. We've had enough of normal stuff. Let's just start in an inky mess page. That's what we're gonna do. The Blair Witch Pen project. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. Okay. Lovely. Pelikan Jazz. It does very nicely with cursive. I do have it slightly obliqued. It is a little rotated. Okay, let me just do a shape. Oh, this is gonna be great. What kind of shape am I gonna do? Let's do squiggles. I like squiggles because I can't spell them wrong. Unlike if I were to write words that I could spell wrong. So there is one of the squiggles for you. I also feel like my eyes are blurry, but I did put eyeball ointment in them last night, so... Don't you just love the information you get here? You learn so much. We learn about pens and nibs and inks and eyeball ointments, like, just so much stuff going on. This is a very nice writer, I have to say. Freeway, it does well. It writes. I cannot complain. So this is not as expensive as a Lamy Safari. I think it's a little bit less than a Kaweco Sport up here, like by half price, almost. The only thing to me that I would wonder about is how well the surface will hold up, because it is a metal pen, and I always wonder, like, will it chip? I suspect it will eventually chip, but you can still get a pretty good life out of it. Would this be something that somebody would keep forever? Maybe not. I'm thinking it would be a gift, get someone starting to write, and then before you know it, they're bitten by the fountain pen bug and going into custom pens and pilots and sailors. I really do think this would be a gateway pen. It is decent. I'm enjoying it. I think it performs quite well. Good ink flow. Excellent. Wait, so the problem now with the giveaway, how do I pick? I have to pick someone. I'm going to let my logistics manager, aka my friend in the chat, Siberjeet, can you figure out how I would do this? I don't know. Maybe I should have you... I don't know. What if we, like, collectively decided to send it to somebody? Could we do that? Would you guys be okay with that? Is that comfortable for you? Like, I want everyone to be able to enjoy it and have the chance to enjoy it, but I also know a lot of us have very nice, ridiculous pens. And maybe there is someone that we could donate it to instead of like a giveaway. We could donate it to so that you can use it for infecting a pen friend or a family member or something. Maybe we can look at that. Oh, ooh, it does the inky smears. This is the criteria that I use, as we know. This is good. I'm enjoying this. Okay. Who's the new FP user? Who is it? Identify yourself. Welcome, all new FP users. It's really nice. I'm pretty happy with it. The pelikan twist is so cute. I love the pelikan twist. And the colors. Oh, the colors. Oh no, the serenading. It's coming out. I'll try to not. But the colors of the pelikan twist are so cute. Oh, they're so cute. No, I won't sing to you. I promise. It's too bad we can't like each other's comments in the chat. That would be really fun. Okay. So, this is a Visconti extra fine. This is an actual extra fine. This one is from back in the day before they changed ownership, and it just turned out to be one of the palladium nibs that came out really nicely. Do, do, do. We make a squiggle. We do a squiggle. We do. We squiggle you. Ooh. We squiggle you. Yes, I did meet Chaim. Yeah, and he actually started up the Dutch pen show, not the Tilburg pen show, with his wife, which was pretty cool. Which I have not been to yet, but okay. Oh, I like that, Simmerjeet. How about I write down a number and I'll write it down and obviously not show you guys, and whoever is closest. So a number between 1 and 100. Why do I have no paper? Okay, it's gonna go on this scrap of paper. I'm taking off a square of the scrap. I'm writing it in the corner, and it's in my keyboard. So I'm not gonna look at what you guys are picking because it does not matter. Hello, Jello. Yeah, so we had Snowmageddon, and I am not fit for shoveling snow. I am fit for being insane, shoveling food into my mouth, and buying things I don't need and cannot afford. But I cannot shovel snow. It is not my speciality. Okay, I know that I had inked this with an ink, but I'm pretty sure it is no longer that ink. Because I'm thinking I did not clean the pen prior to inking it with the new ink. This is why I don't buy samples, because I'm going to just ruin it somehow. You know what I mean? Okay. Inky messes. Okay, let me see. Yeah. No, I know if Hibachi were here, but he's all so busy with his new job, which is great. Except, we miss you, Hibachi. Like, what the heck? Look how tiny this extra fine can write. You can't even see it, it's so tiny. I gotta go with something bigger. That's what she said. Okay. This is my gray J. Frankenchristoph, and I have the music nib on it, and it's inked with... I actually know what this ink is. I am very proud of myself, because it is not common that I know. I love this nib because it is absolutely fantastic for calligraphying. So... calligraphying. This would be what I call Gourmet Pen's casual broad edge, because I'm not doing it properly, and I'm also doing random things because I'm trying to spell while I'm writing, which is always the error. So we have now calligraphy. It's also not straight. at all. Not even close. That is so embarrassing. It's not embarrassing, but it's bad. Okay, so the ink is a this is a Diamine exclusive with Pen Gallery in Malaysia. So this is Diamine. It is by G or by J Tima, which is molten tin. And I'm starting to think it's diluted with something because it's no, it's not diluted, but it might be. It's hard to say. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at this. This is why I will never make it as an influencer, because I would try to talk about the thing that I'm doing and then be like, I'm not really sure what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know what we're doing here today. So that's always promising. Oh, hey, Clara. Nice to have you join us in spirit. The spirit of the room. Question, Anthony. So quick, wait. Question. Is this part of one of my classes because you want to learn this? Yes. At Philly, I launched it was my inaugural Gourmet Pens Casual Broad Edge Calligraphy workshop, and I have actually never done a straight up calligraphy workshop. It's always been like playing with your stuff and justifying buying more stuff by playing with it. It was a very full class. There were 25 people. And no, 24. No, 25. No. 20. Anyway, it was a very full class, and it was fascinating. I learned a lot because I wrote out I made a guide and everything, and to me it seemed, I was like, okay, we can do this, right? But of course, I've been doing this for years. So I learned a lot about how I could help break it down further, and like things to focus on more or less. And so I think overall, the whole thing that I was trying to do was teach everybody the basics so they could take it home and practice. And some people picked it up faster than others. And there were a few kids. One of them, she just caught onto it so fast, and she was having so much fun. And so I was teaching her something. Let me just grab a Pilot Parallel so I can show you a little better. I was teaching just the downstroke, the descender. So I was showing something like how you could do a P, and then this would be just a basic P. And then I was showing her, well, if you're doing a P, you can always rotate your pen and make a really long, like really fun shape. And she was over the moon, just so excited about it. Just such a simple manipulation, what the translating result was on her page. And so she was starting to reach over and borrow her dad's pen, and just like starting to explore on her own. And it's really cool to see when anyone does that, but it was really fun that it was someone so young and just so curious. And I tried to keep the class short because for me, my attention span is like an hour. It probably could be longer, and I would probably have like a 1 hour of the techniques, and then we have a short break, and then like 50 minutes of practicing, so that people have a little more time to get it under their belts. But it was just the first time that we ran that workshop. I say we, like me and the show. And yeah, it's a work in progress, but it was a lot of fun. And we used Pilot Parallels. Of course. I love this music nib. Slightly oblique. Yeah, well, that's a made up term. I mean, a slight oblique is a thing, but it's not like a nib name, I think. Presumably. Okay. You know what, Anthony? I'm also not a quick learner. And there's nothing wrong with that, because what I find for myself is I need to understand the steps of something, and I need to understand the background. And it's not because I'm incapable or dumb. It's just that that helps me have a complete picture. And then when I have all the components, all of a sudden it'll be like bam, and then I've got it, and I'm just like, it's like hit the ground running. So everyone's always like, oh, I'm a really quick learner, like I can pick things up really fast. I mean, for some things, sure, but for something like this where it's a lot of technique and practice, I mean, no one just starts out being a calligrapher. It's just not, it's impossible. You might be skilled with your handwriting or your penmanship in general, but that's not calligraphy. So I had to convince myself or explain to myself that it's okay that I'm not picking it up very fast and that it takes time and practice, because it's not something that you're just born able to do. You might have an innate talent for it, but everybody needs to practice it. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, this is one of the pens I got from Lord Hibachi on his clear out sale. I don't know what the material is. It is a Stormwinds material, just based on the movement and the sparkles, but I eyedroppered it. I eyedroppered it with my shop ink, which is the Epitome pens with gourmet pens. I am the gourmet part. Gourmet pens. And this ink is Criminal. So, I mean, it was really because it's like criminally perfectly purple. But, I mean, it could be criminal for whatever reason now. It could be whatever we want. So it's just Criminal, and it is a poiple. A poiple. A poiple. Thank you for collecting the numbers, Simmerjeet. I'm only calling you Simmerjeet because that's what your name is on YouTube, which is weird, because you are not Simmer everywhere else. Okay, now that I've got some color on the page, I'm gonna pull out the jazz and we're gonna doodle with it a bit and see what we can get from the color mixing. Criminal. You know, Royal Blue's really boring, but I do prefer a blue ink cartridge to a black ink cartridge, unless it is something like the Platinum Carbon Blacks. Like, if it's gonna be black, it's gotta be a really true black ink, not like a grayed out black. I want it to be like pure, like full coverage black ink. Okay, let me see what kind of numbers we've got. The Criminal ink is not a felon, but if you like stabbed me and stole it, that would be criminally unkind. No one's gonna do that here, but you know, that wouldn't be good. I'm enjoying this nib a lot. The Pelikan Jazz. It is. We've got the feed is saturated now. We've got really good air exchange. It is really nice. I mean, obviously, it deserves something way more exciting than a blue, royal blue, washable blue. I mean, this would be cool with Criminal because of the complement of the pearly with the intensity. Black like your soul. Will, that is, yes. As an avid journal keeper, I try to always improve my handwriting. When writing in the journal, my mind goes faster than my handwriting, and the handwriting goes to crap. That might be a really fun reason to learn like a shorthand for when you're journaling and just like brain dumping. Plus a shorthand of your own is really just fun in general. That's what happens when I'm trying to spell and do handwriting or calligraphy at the same time. It just doesn't pan out in my favor. Things happen. Okay, Wendy Sue, all black inks or just some black inks? I get it. I don't really use black fountain pen ink because just for me, it has to be able to do something interesting. So, and even then, you need like a tiny, tiny sliver of a drop, and so it usually just like blocks out any other color and fun that I might get. So for my purposes, a black ink just doesn't really do much. You know what I mean, jelly beans? You know what I mean? Are you crazy that you consider a broad nib as a fine? Oh no, definitely not. I can totally understand that because it's like unless it's a triple broad, it's too fine. So this pen actually has a double broad nib on it, and let me show you. It has a rainbow nib. Do you see the rainbow is iridescent, which is very fun, and it's a double broad, a double broad. I hope nobody comes here for language lessons because I absolutely butcher all sorts of words. Maybe I shouldn't, but I don't know if I could not. I don't know if I could not. Okay, Bailey, you have two printer black inks. Okay, that's fair. I have a platinum preppy inked with the Shu Kuro and one inked with the carbon black. And oh, let's do a spider web. Sorry, I got distracted. But I also do not use fountain pen ink for addressing envelopes, even though you can. I usually end up using something like the really nuclear colored, what are they called? The Sakura Jelly Rolls, like these kinds of pens. And I use these for addressing my envelopes, and I am sure that the postal system hates me as a result. Well, I was supposed to be doing a spider web, and then I put too many lines. So now it's going to be a really itty bitty Charlotte's Web or something. Okay. I would also just like to remind you that my hands have been visible at all times, and the number is written and just within reach. I can see it right over there. So I have not, like I have not gone and rewritten the number or anything. It is written and it is as it is. It is what it is. It is, it is, it is. Okay. Okay, I think the washable blue was not the worst choice for this because it's picking up a slight amount of purple. The only problem is when I get to the bottom, I do not know how to keep the lines even. So all sorts of things are happening. And I'm not rotating the page because I'm lazy. So, okay, this is a good size spider web, I think. Charlotte would be proud. Did you say LSD spiders make you think of arachnophobia? LSD? Like, oh, are you talking about when they gave spiders LSD and they made psychedelic webs? Like, oh, let's do one. Okay, so they would do something, like they would do crazy things. And it's not that that should have been straight. It's not that the lines were not straight. It was that instead of doing like a nice normal web, they were really wonky, and so they ended up with like really weird shapes at the end. This is just looking like a like my brain is breaking. It probably is, to be honest. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like how that turned out. Maybe I'm an LSD spider or something. or something like that. Yes, to unbore your black ink, add some distilled water. Well, you can also add dilution solution. So, I mean, not to plug my own shop, but I will. Companies like Van Diemen's and Birmingham Pen Company and there's one Sailor. They've made dilution solutions, and so I actually have some in the shop. You can get samples of some of them, and the Sailors are in little adorable bottles. And would you believe I have not tried them yet? Which is preposterous. I just haven't had a chance, but maybe we should do it on stream because I just haven't had a chance. Let me show you. Let me show you this. I think it looked. Look at how. Oh, look at the colors bleeding. Oh, it's so pretty. Psychedelic Spider. That could be like my band name. I was gonna say something else, but it's a good thing I went with band. I went with band name. It was safer. It was better. Actually, next stream is we're going to be looking at my Hobonichi. We'll still do pen stuff, obviously, because obviously I only do the topic for like 3 minutes and then we start playing with stuff. But we're going to look at my really beautiful, expensive Hobonichi cousin Han, and we're going to see that I spent all this money on it and I still have no idea what I'm doing with my life, and it is not fixed. So someone needs to fix it for me, and unfortunately it seems like I'm the only one. Rude. Stupid. Terrible idea. And then maybe... And then after that, I wanted to do... I have a Kyoseto Kakari. I thought maybe we could look at that. I had a fun event with that one, trying to ink it, but I really love the nib. And we have the new model of Franklin Christoph, the Septagonal Model 66. I know. I know. I feel the pain of the tariffs. It is devastating for everyone. So far, the shop is still alive, but the 30-day hold will end soon. And I don't know what's going to happen. So, we'll see. But I will be going to the DC show, and so I can always bring over orders for you guys to the show for pickup in person. For handies, for hand deliveries. As the Gourmet Pens handy service, which is where you order your stuff and I hand it to you. That's all it is. That's the service. I charge extra for it. Just kidding. It's more expensive than shipping. Just kidding. God. I hope my mom's not in the room. Boop, boop. Yes, Wendy Sue, of course I want to know about what you bought. I just bought a discount sweater online. If anybody cares. It is this sweater in a different color, and nobody wants the color. That's why it's a discount sweater. But what I discovered is that I am a slobby klutz. No, I'm a klutz. And I have spilled so much stuff on my sweaters in the last 3 days that I had to put all of them in the wash, and I haven't done laundry yet. And now I have no cozy sweaters except for this one, and this is my nice one. So I need a discount one. So one that is not a nice one, but that can... It's okay if I make a mess on it. It's very complicated. It's very complicated if you're me, in my world. How did this end up being so spidery? I also watched a video today of a woman doing... It's so upsetting. Pinning a black widow spider. Obviously it's dead, but she found it. I have to tell you guys this. Listen, I need to cap this pen to tell you this. She found the body, and to make the body malleable again, she put it in a rehydration chamber, which was a little Tupperware container with wet paper towels. And so it makes the body malleable so that it can be shaped and then dried in the pinned position. And so that way it looks more realistic. She used the terms malleable about the body and how it was so easy to move it and make it look real. And I was like, no, that's not something I want. But it was very interesting. No, she didn't kill anybody. She found the body. Yeah, she found the body. And also, if it was a human that she was trying to rehydrate, it would have to be a really big Tupperware container. But yeah, she just casually opens this Tupperware container. There's like this plump spider in there. It got plumped by the humidity. Is that not disturbing? I'm not scared of spiders. I'm not arachnophobic, but that is pretty disgusting. And yet I have utmost admiration and respect for people who I don't know, don't mind touching them. I never want to feel their sticky feet on me. Ever. No thank you. Nope. I mean, the little ones, sure, whatever. But nope. Otherwise, nope. Nope. I don't want to see them big because then I can see the details. I don't want to see details of their shapes and features. I don't want to know all of that stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cindy, you'll never hear the word plump the same way again. That is right. That is exactly. It really changed the experience for me. Okay, let's do last call on the numbers, and then we will find out who our winner is. And you gotta be in the room to win. So, if it was a number and the person is left, it's not going to be. We'll just go to the next number, which means I'll have to write down another number. So we can have like a quick draw, like a duel, where I write the number while you guys all blurt your numbers out, or something. Stanley the spider was a puppet spider with tennis shoes. There are so many details in that in your message that I did not ever want to picture. Okay, so Stanley the spider. Okay, Stanley has 8 eyes. He's probably a jumping spider. He's got a smile. Here's his shoes. That's 1 pair of legs. 2, 3, 4. There we go. There's Stanley. Let's give him pupils so he can watch us creepily. What if Stanley is on crack and his eyeballs, his pupils are going every which way? All sorts of things can happen. Okay. Okay. There we go. Stanley the spider. Want to see him up close and personal? Well, as we know, art is not my forte. Okay. We've got the number. Okay, we ready? Okay. Are you ready? Are we ready? We got the number. Okay. Stanley was red and yellow and had black and white Chuck Taylor shoes. Oh, wow. Okay, you grew up with black widows, brown recluses, and jumping spiders. Oh, well. Yikes. Okay.
What's the number?
The number is 88. And I feel like we had an 88. So if 88 can post and just confirm, 88. 8 is my favorite number. Yay! Starvin' Hank, if you want to send me an email, I'm impressed. Send me an email to gourmetpens@gmail.com. Let me just type that out. And then we can figure out where you would like your prize shipped. Unfortunately, I used the cartridge, but I'll find something else for you. And we could chat there. Yay! Thanks, everyone. Thank you for entering. I mean, this is really just a fun thing, right? It's just fun. And I really appreciated that Blesket offered it to me to try out. And it's just, I was like, I don't deserve to or need to keep another pen. And so I was like, hey, what if I just gave it away? And she's like, that's amazing. It's amazing. But if we're I really just need to figure out how to do this. And I did like this setup because it was doable. And if you guys are okay with it, we can do this again with other stuff because I have many things I can give away. Doo-doo. Hey, Francisco, welcome. You're like 2 weeks into your past your birthday now. Is it about 2 weeks? I hope you're celebrating all year. Celebrate your birthday all year. Okay. Good pen. Let's see how much ink I used up. Probably not a huge amount. Like this much. So it's this much is gone. That's more than I expected. You can't part with any of your pens. That's okay. That's totally reasonable. I just have so many pens that there are some that I should part with because it lets me enjoy others more just because it's at some point if I have 300 pens inked, I know it's disgusting. You know, you don't necessarily get to enjoy each of them as much as you might want to. And so sometimes I just do some clearing out, some consolidating, and sometimes I all of a sudden I'm just like, no, I don't need this pen anymore. Or somebody I know really really loves the pen and they're like, okay, if you ever sell this, please let me know. And sometimes it's just seeing that joy that they have seeing a pen that I think, okay, they're the prospect of them owning that pen brings them more joy than me using it. So it's time to let it go. So usually when that happens, I let it go. I let it move on. It finds a new home. Oh, this pen is so good for this. Look at this. Oh, it's so good. It's a good pen. Pelikan done good. Oh my gosh, I love s'mores. I am so hungry. I've had one proper meal today. I'm a very bad adult. It's just so much work to think of things to eat. Don't worry. I have food. I will go make something after. I just want something delicious and I want someone to make it for me and serve it to me and that I don't have to do the dishes and tell me that I'm perfect and amazing and doing everything just right and that I am valued and that they love me. So I'm going to just tell myself all these things when I serve myself my food. Oh boy. Ah, good thing my mom doesn't join this late. You almost bought the pen the other day, then it was meant to be. I quite like it. It is certainly a pen that I would feel very comfortable taking to a pen meet for people to try out and not worry, because sometimes I worry about my pen. I mean, not really. I trust people with my pens, but sometimes like I've gone to restaurants at pen meets and like the waiter or the waitress is like, what is that? And they're just so excited that this would be something that I'd be comfortable just saying, here, you have it, you know? Which we have done in the past at like local Toronto pen meets. We've done that before. I say we, like the group. We have crowdsourced and found ink and paper and a pen to gift to someone, which is really fun. Okay. Okay. You know, it was a bad idea wearing a hoodie to live stream because all the lights are on me and it is toasty, despite the fact that it's below freezing outside and the snowmageddon is over, but all the snow is still there and there's nowhere to put it. So it's very annoying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so we've got this. I'm gonna empty that and then clean it out. You got a lily. Oh, well, the Lilliput's cute though. I really like the flame one, the one where they torch it. I used to have one and I sold it because the nib was just not exciting enough. But now that they got Now that you can get the Kaweco scroll nib, the twin nib, I think it might be time for another Lilliput. And then I could put it in my stupid plotter that I hate because I don't know how to use it and it hasn't fixed my life yet, even though that's what they promised me when I bought it. They didn't. They didn't promise me anything. It's what I promised myself when I bought it for myself. That was like two or 3 years ago at the Chicago Pen Show, and I spent so much money at Plotter. Even my credit card was sending me those fraud texts. It's like, is this you? I was like, yes. That would have been my opportunity to save myself from myself, but I didn't. So, I did not. I did not. Well, it is, so yeah, this is our Monday night. This Friday night, it will be Gourmet Pens and Friends, and we have Drew and Shannon will be on. And if you have any questions for them or anything, I will post it somewhere. If you have questions, send me a direct message or something. Starvin' Hank, the scroll nib is... Yeah, let me show you. It's made by Bach. It fits into their smaller pens. So, I mean, you obviously don't have to buy it from me. You could get it anywhere else that has it, but most places that have Kaweco will have it. And it's just a nib unit that you screw out. It is so much fun. It's so fun to play with. You would possibly never think, what am I going to use this for? Like, this is silly. No, wait, you possibly never think that you are going to use it and it's silly. So here is just an example of the scroll. Sometimes it's the shadow nib. It just really depends on who's doing it or what it is. This is a custom modified Pilot Parallel. This is the scroll nib according to the maker. But because we're talking about shadow nibs, I have written shadow. And so it just gives you a 2-line effect. So it's really fun. So I know I missed a whole ton of comments. I am so sorry. I am going to post the pen. I'm going to do an Inky Mask, post the pen onto Instagram. So if I missed your comment or question, please post it there so that I could do my best to try to answer it. And yeah, life is really hard right now for everyone. So let's do our best to spread love and kindness as much as we can, even when it's challenging. I know it's hard. And so I just wanted to say thank you for all of you for being here and for all of your support. And I love watching the chat. I love seeing you guys interact with each other. It's really awesome. And I really appreciate that we have a safe community here where we're all welcome. So sending you all big hugs, lots of love, and good wishes for the week. Hopefully I'll see you Friday. If not, I'll be here next Monday. That's it. So, and congratulations, Starvin' Hank. So shoot me an email and we will get you your pen. That's all. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Let's say goodbye.